within the mill turn job and the mounting orientation for each of these tools. But we'll go into the tool tree. I can actually turn all of this on. And if I go to the tool tree, again here, all of the turning and milling operations will be categorized for each tool. And if we go to replace a tool here, we'll say the profile operations. This is just with the one tool here, but maybe I could do the drill.
So this is the important part that I want you guys to see. Under each one of the tools we have the operations that are using that tool. So that's a different mindset that we're integrating into the system.
Mhm.
Before, you you were always looking at the features, at the toolpaths that you selected. Now you can see the tools, and under each one of the tools that we have the different operations that apply to that tool.
Mhm.
That allows us to go to one of the whatever tool we want to replace or modify or change, and when
Mhm.
we do that, it will change all the other tools. Could you change one of the tools that has a lot of features under it, so you can
Yeah.
show how efficient this is?
Yeah, so maybe with this one here, with all the different types of profile, pocket, profile operations with this tool number 12, 3/8 flat end mill, can right click. Now, were you thinking about the select option or the replace option here?
Just show them how you can edit it on the fly and how you can
Mhm.
replace it. You can show them both.
Sure. Yeah, so if you edit it, you can change it from 3/8 to maybe a half-inch tool. And then you can change the tool holder, any type of geometry with it for your new tool, and click OK. Now, it may be difficult to scroll and find it, but not with this alert here. It'll give you this kind of sign to tell you that the toolpath hasn't been updated in regard to the new tool. So you can right click on each one and compute. Um, or you can right click on the tool at the top for the category, right click and compute all toolpath automatically for each one. So it saves you time that way. You can change a tool and compute all of the toolpath for each of the operations involved with that tool, that new tool.
Okay, we have a question from Eric. The tool tree, can you have it go in machine order or not by tool number? And not by tool number. So instead of having it by machine in order, can you change it so it's by tool number or the other way around?
Yeah,
I
good
think
question.
that's on the operation manager
Right.
more than the
So,
tool. Mhm.
right. Yeah. So let's tab over to the operations tree. And I believe it is the second icon here. We have well, not toolpath, pattern. Maybe it's the first one here. Optimization type, right? So it'll be by feature or by tool. So just like you asked Eric, we can not categorize each one, but prioritize each operation depending on the tool number, and that'll give us. I believe if we go to the tool tree, we might be able to see the list better. And so it doesn't really tell us the info there. Oh well, here it is. Tool one, tool one, and then tool 6, tool 33, tool 4. So they're grouped together by tool rather than by individual feature. Individual feature will give you a certain priority for the way the features are laid out in the job, in the milling job, or with a mill turn job here. And the individual tool will prioritize each one based on the tool that you're using there. Or it could be by per machine setup. So it'll do the first machine setup first, and then the second one, and so on and so forth. Sorry, let me turn this off here. Okay, so yeah, and
Okay, he says, no, I was asking if you could do it on by the tool tree.
by the tool tree,
Mhm.
I
So,
don't think so, right?
Eric,
Talking it's
the
more like the
the tool
operations
tree
tree.
and the operation tree
Mhm.
allow you to do different things. So the tool tree will allow you to always see everything from the perspective of the tool. Okay, while the operation tree is the one that is going to allow you to define the machining order and redefine which operations. Something else that actually the operation has that is really cool is you can post individual features. So if you're in the operation tree and you want to just post your profile or you want to just post a drill operation, you can just click on it, just right click on it on any of them, Eric.
Any of the so
Uh-huh.
one.
And there's an option that says post selected. And by doing that, post selected is just under edit. That's correct.
Mm,
Okay. By doing this, if you click there, it's just going to generate the code from that feature. I think that's very helpful because before you have to unselect all the features from posting, then go and just select the one you wanted to post for. Now you will have a list of all the operations in the order that you require it, whether it's by tool number or whether it's by operation. And then if you want to just generate the G code for one operation itself, you just post it and that's it.
hmm.
Eric, thanks for all your participation. We need more people like Eric. Please participate on
Oh
the
yeah,
webinars.
program.
These events are for you guys, and we need your participation to make it fun and for everybody to learn, even us. We learn from you guys. Keep going, Eric.
Sure. So the operation tree and the tool tree, they can be very very convenient for us, as Tatiana was referring to, selecting the different tools, categorizing them that way, and prioritizing each one in the operations tree, posting each one. We can turn off and turn on the posting for each operation within here as well. So it's integrated with the CAM tree, where we have our features that I could turn on and turn off here, blank and unblank, so that I don't see it within the screen, and I can do those options within the operations tree as well, the posting options there. Trying to think of other features that we have in the operations tree and tool tree. We explained it pretty well with integrating within the CAM tree. Um, Thinking of other, I guess,
You can show them how you can drag and drop, which is
drag and
very,
drop.
very important.
Sure. Yeah. So I don't know if you were watching earlier, but I could highlight multiple operations at a time as well. So if I'm selecting the roughing operation for the facing and the outer diameter turning and maybe the drilling as well, I can highlight all three of them and post all three of them at a time. I
Yeah,
can
that's
select
pretty
them
cool.
individually that way by holding control on my keyboard and selecting them individually. I could also hold shift and click, it'll select everything between the two there. I can hold and I could drag and drop all of
That
these up.
is pretty cool.
Yeah,
That it's something that's a level of control that we didn't have on prior versions, and
right.
we wanted to show you guys some of the improvements that have come to 35.
Mhm. Right. Yeah, so just especially like with the drag and drop, if I had the drilling operation right here, wanted to do it right before or after the profile moves there, I can easily see the order of operations here and drag and drop them all rather than trying to remember. Before was just back in the cam tree, we used to have a machining order option under the milling job or the mill turn job. It was the second option here, machining order. And that's essentially what this operations list is. So that's kind of a good understanding if you have an
It's a
understanding of an older
it's a
version.
better way to manage your programming
Mhm.
and your order. Now, Eric Grimm is telling us top left tool tree and operation tree be nice to through all the shortcuts. You mean you like us to create shortcuts for the operation tool and the tool tree, if I'm understanding correctly?
Sounds maybe like creating icons for different features here in the operation tree and tool tree, possibly.
Yeah, we quite don't understand your question.
Another setting in here is I hovered over the toolpath pattern options. So you can set up the specific order of maybe
Oh yeah, yeah.
profile of the toolpath
Okay, Eric, you see how we have these arrows on the top left, right there.
pairs on the top.
There, yeah, there's the up and down, move up
Mm-hmm.
and down, and so could you go over all the little shortcuts we have there, so
Sure.
how we can simulate just one toolpath, all those things? That
Sure.
would be
So,
very nice.
okay,
Thank you.
the move up and move down. If we highlight one of the operations here, or again, if we highlight multiple at a time, we can move them up or move them down in the list. So rather than drag and dropping them, I can move them up and move them down here, and I can also, yeah, also drag and drop like we mentioned, and select multiple ones at a time and move them the same way. And then the next one is to post or post selected. So post will post all of the operations that don't have this red X window for post no. And then post selected would be any of the operations I highlight here will post the G code for me. And the next icons here will be post and save as, or post selected and save as. So this will be post and save as will allow me to save the toolpath. It's asking for a tool to be mounted here with mill turn. Asks a lot in the tool crib there. So if I select post and save as, it'll allow me to save the NC file to my computer. It's the post and save as option, or post and save as the selected toolpaths here only. And then our simulation, where we could simulate all of the operations, or we could simulate the only the selected ones that I have in here.
Eric Green brings something very important here, and it's the system will not allow you to move past a tool that needs to run first. So it's smart enough to tell you, no, you can't do that.
Right.
And that's very important to bring in,
Mm-hmm.
because not every time we are able to even if we make a mistake and move a tool where it's not supposed to be moving,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna show you, and it's gonna tell you not to do it. So thank you for bringing that up. Look,
Right.
Eric is doing the webinar with us. We have two Erics today.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
Eric Graham
amazing.
makes a great point. I I kind of breezed over that earlier. If we select like this profile finish cut that I have highlighted for the side pocket here, BobCAD understands already that we need to do the roughing first with this tool number 10. So this tool number 12 operation here, I cannot move it up as he was referring to. I can move it down in the list because the order of operate with the order of operations, we could do this operation later on, but we can't do it anywhere further up than this in the list here in the operation list. So yeah, great point.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Eric Grimm has been bringing really good points to the conversation.
yeah.
Um, Now. this is very important again. I have um, at least 7 people watching this right now. Um, your participation is key. Okay, please participate. We are gonna be sending you emails, and this is something I wanted to tell everybody, and I should have said it on the beginning where we had more people. Um, we are going to be sending you an email tomorrow where we will ask you what would you like to learn in our next training event. So till now, we've been picking all the training events. From now on, we're going to move that decision to you guys. So the customers will be able to pick what are we going to be doing next. So just go into our um, just check your email and pick select your subject. uh, Eric, could you go into our website for a second, please?
Sure. So let's go to go here. Here.
Just go to bobcat.com.
BobCAD.com. All right.
Okay, now we added this new tab which we're going to be including a lot more features and things, and it's called the tab advantage, just besides store. That's it. And this advantage tab, it's going to have all the news and all the things that we're doing for our customers during this week. Okay, so during this week we have this webinar. You could sign up here. We have the blog that we wrote about this. So there's a written thing that we did for this. The software update, Bobcat B35 Service Pack 3 just got released last week. So it's right here for you guys to download. Support updates. You can go into there and read an article that was published by from our support team. And if you're part of the Advantage plan and you want to be guided on your services, on how we can help you, you can book an onboarding call. I'm going to be adding the option to select your webinar here, so people can come and pick our next webinar and see it. Okay, so very important for everybody. If you're not getting the emails, you can enter your information here, and we will send you the email and text for the next event, for the blog that we wrote, and for you to pick and select our next blog and training that we're going to be doing. So hopefully this was all very helpful. Eric, I think we cover everything that there's to be covered on this feature. Is that correct?
I think so too. The operations tree and tool tree. I think it's a great way of showing that with the live event being shorter, it's that how user friendly and straightforward, intuitive the operation tree and tool tree are.
Okay, perfect. Well, Eric Grimm, the um, got the participation of the day. Thank you very much for talking to us, for asking the questions, for helping to help us guide this webinar. Eric, thank you very much for preparing this for us. It was a pleasure of doing this with you today. We'll see you in our next webinar. That's gonna happen on the 9th of August. So
Mhm.
August 9th, we're gonna be on another webinar for you guys, and you guys are gonna pick the next subject of the webinar. So make sure you participate on the survey. Let us know what you want to learn, and well, hopefully we'll see you there. Okay, Eric, do you have any other questions? Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just thank you everyone for participating and viewing the live event today, and we'll see you not next week, but the next Wednesday after to go over the live events that everyone wants to see here.
Okay,
All right,
all the
great.
new stuff. Yes, that's what we're doing. We want to show you the new stuff. We want to show you the old stuff. We want to make sure that you guys can use the software to
Mhm.
like you can use it right. And that's what we're here for.
Right.
Okay. Thank you very much, Eric Grimm, for participating again. Thank you, Eric, for preparing this for us. And well, I'll see you guys on the 9th. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Have a good day.